What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and we're going to be talking about this thing right here. This is a Losi Nascar. This started life as the Mustang, but I took the body off and decided to do my own, and I always wanted to do the retro throwback kind of car. And there are some people out there that do make wraps for it. This is my first time ever doing a vinyl wrap. It's pretty rough, but that's okay because this car is going to get run anyway, and it's going to get smashed into by other cars, so it is what it is. So it not being perfect is okay with me. It's got a bunch of bubbles and seams and everything, and it's absolute bitch and a half to do the sides on this thing, but I'll talk about that in a minute. So I wanted to do a throwback, and this car has gotten a little bit mixed, opinions. Some people like it, some people want to hurt me because of it, purely because it's a Toyota. It's a Camry with a DuPont throwback style. It's a bit more orange than I'd like. Kind of shows up a little bit red on camera, but it should be red, not orange. You can see it's not quite right. Yeah, it's more of an orangey than a red. Good thing I didn't paint those sections red, but whatever. So yeah, I didn't want to do the Camaro body because I don't really know how else to say this. Quite frankly, I've never been big on Camaros. Never really liked them all that much. They're okay. There's nothing really wrong with them. It's just not really a big fan of Camaros. And I wanted to do something different, and the fact that they offered it in a Camry style, well, the guy on eBay did, just no-brainer. Like, I was like, oh, I have to do it. I really like this thing. Depending on who you ask, this is either the worst RC ever made or the best rather. There are people out there that genuinely hate this thing because, I mean, underneath, like, let's not beat around the bush here, it's a Grom. It's a stretched Mojave Grom. I did have a Mojave Grom. I sold it. Kind of funny story about that. I was literally at the park playing with my Mojave Grom. Good thing I had my charger on me and everything. But this guy came up to me and was just like, what's the name of this? Like, he didn't speak good English, but dude bought it off me on the spot. Like, and ever since then, I've kind of had that Grom itch. So this kind of scratches that. I've never had an on-road car before. And this thing is definitely meant for road. Don't put this thing off-road unless you get the off-road tires and maybe put the suspension up a little bit. I might do that eventually, not with this one but with another one. This is my race car, and when I say that it's my race car, I mean, you could see it's got the transponder right there. So that makes this thing race legal. All I need is 2 extra batteries for the car, and we are fully ready to race. The guys at my local track here, from my local RC club, have started to run these, so that's good. That's one of the reasons why I picked it up, and also one of the reasons why I made my own, because everyone's got the same body, and I'm glad to see that other people are starting to customize it and make it their own. The guy who runs the hobby shop, he's got a Camaro. You'll probably see it. I'm gonna put in some footage for from the races at the end. That's before I had this thing. When I saw people racing it, I was like, I have to get one. But he's got a red Camaro done up with the Budweiser livery, Dale Earnhardt Jr. style. His stickers are a little small, but he did them all himself, so you know, it's not that big of a deal. From far away and everything, you get the sense of what he's going for, so it's fine. There's a guy that's got a Camaro that's just blue. I will say, the guy who was running it made me a little mad. We were kind of arguing a little bit, like bickering, not really yelling, arguing, but I was arguing with him because he was talking about bodies. I want to run this and the Lumina. I want to make the retro rookie Jeff Gordon Lumina, or maybe Daytona USA Lumina, depending on which one I can get my hands on. And he was like, no running the retro bodies. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, I want everyone to look in uniform. I'm like, why? You guys run the Tamiya or Tamiya TT02s, and everyone's got a different body on those cars. People have GTRs. Other people are running Ford GTs on it. Like, there's no uniform there. But he's like, no, I like it looking like we're all running NASCARs. I'm like, well, we are all running NASCARs. So one guy was saying he just bought the F-150 body. The guy's like, no, you can't run the F-150 body. I'm like, dude, it's the same car underneath. What's the problem? I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm not going to bust anyone's balls for running a truck body when we're all running NASCARs. If they're running the NASCAR truck body, who gives a shit? We're all running them stock. They're all stock. They're all going to perform the exact same. But that kind of pissed me off. The fact that he was so, like, anal about it. You know, like, oh, no one's allowed to run a different style body. Everyone has to run the modern bodies. Listen, dude, nobody gives a shit about the modern bodies. And that's one of my criticisms. The reason I'm bringing this story up is one of the reasons I held off on these is because nobody gives a shit about modern NASCAR. At least I don't. Like, I don't know who the hell this guy is. I don't know who anyone is anymore. And so I feel like Losi should have done retro from the get-go. The 90s era is the goated era, in my opinion, for NASCAR. I mean, maybe in the 70s, you know, you had Bobby Isaac and, you know, you had Richard Petty and stuff like that, but 70s and 80s, not really. I mean, Dale Earnhardt, yeah, kind of moving up in the 80s, but the 90s is really when NASCAR was goated, in my opinion. The best era. That's what Losi should have started with. So, yeah, that's my little rant over. Another criticism that isn't really relevant now, but it was when I bought this stupid thing, the price. This thing is not cheap. $250 is what I paid for this guy. Is it worth it? No, it's not. It's a great quality car, don't get me wrong. Not worth $250 though. Now it's better. It's $205. Like, come on, man. After I bought mine, the price drops like... Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'll calm down. But yeah, this is my Losi Nascar. That's the long and short of it. I'll go over another car real quick before I end the video and show you guys the running footage of everyone running theirs, because I don't really have any footage of this because we haven't raced this car yet. I don't have 2 extra batteries yet, and no one's running this weekend, so yeah. Another car I stupidly bought was the 4Runner by Axial. This is a crawler, of course. Absolutely love this little guy. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Help with the focusing a little bit. I had to film that in wide angle because the car is so big. And this is my 4Runner. As you know, me and my buddy James have been working on the crawler course. You guys have seen that in multiple YouTube videos. You've seen that crawler course. Well, I now own that crawler course. I no longer have to go to the shop where the guy had it at, because he had to move everything and he had to downsize his whole business, and so now I have it. He gave me the crawler course, and so me and my buddy have been working on it. And so this is the rig that I've been running on it. This is the brand new 4Runner. I'm so happy to see a Toyota come from Axial, and I'm really hoping that this isn't a one-off. I'm hoping that they use the Gladiator wheelbase for the Tacoma. I'd love to see this gen like when this era 4Runner was made, that Tacoma style. Love that style. I'd really, really like to see that in like a green color, a bright green, or a white. Absolutely love this truck. It's got this really interesting pop-up style thing that you just, it's got a pin that you pull out and then you just snap it back in. Body's ready to go. So what did I do to it? Pop up the hood, and I'll show you guys everything that I've done to this car. Well, first of all, the most obvious, smaller tires. So this car comes with these tires, which I think are a little bit too big. So the Toyo Open Country tires. I actually really, really like these tires. I had them before on a TRX 4M, and they did pretty good. But I think that these are just a lot better. These are the Little Guy Racing Parts Black Label MTs with some Mias wheels. These are pretty cheap wheels, but they're pretty good. They have a brass ring. They're not super, super heavy. I am running the silicone inserts in them. Oh wait, before I open it up, I will show you the axles are the Mias nylon isokinetic axles. Really good bang for the buck for these. Really, really good. Metal drive shafts. Underneath, I'm not going to go too crazy with this because this video is mostly about the NASCAR. We've got the stock ESC receiver combo being used as the radio. I've got the Go Up RC 2400 kV motor and transmission. For what it is, it's a cheapy little $40 brushless motor you can get on AliExpress. It's not bad. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Sometimes it doesn't want to turn on, but it's okay. It's decently smooth. It gets a little bit jittery every now and again, but it's not bad. It's just kind of temporary. I'm not going to keep it in here. There's a brushless motor and transmission combo that's much smaller that I'm going to get for this truck. I'm going to get rid of that eventually and then just throw that in there. Endura 11 kilogram servo, not the fastest servo in the world, but super durable as hell. Has more than enough power to throw those axles and all the weight. So, yeah, stock shocks. I really like the ride height on them. I like the way that they feel, not changing those out. Endura universal carbon fiber LCG chassis to take some weight off of the hard body. And yeah, this thing's a beast on the course. Does really, really well. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to cut to the running footage of the NASCARs and enjoy.
When you're having a fight, it's going to be easy. Uh-oh, there's a chance here. I think that was my fault. I think so. Oh, not really. The track is coming apart. Oh, it looks like... Oh! Caution. Okay. We got it. Nobody